Welcome back, students. So let's move on towards the next part of this chapter, Silk Road, written by Nick Middleton. In the previous video module, we have studied the narrator Nick Middleton. When he was heading towards Mount Kailash, he witnessed certain sights he saw. In that, it is given, first he saw a few gazelles, what they were doing. When the narrator reached there along with the car, they would look up from the nibbling, the arid pastures, and next scene that he saw, next sight, that was a great herd of wild ass, and now coming to a Tibetan mastiffs. So, especially here the narrator has given the description of a Tibetan mastiffs. Not only Tibetan mastiffs, wild ass is also given their description, the way that they were practicing maneuvers, wild ass. So now coming to the Tibetan mastiffs, the narrator has defined here what the ferocious nature, the wild nature of these dogs here, especially from Tibet, that is given. The way that they looked, they were running towards the narrator's car, that their height, their color, everything that is given here, just like it seemed that they were ready, they were approaching towards the narrator's car to attack, or the Satan's car to attack them. So now, and the way that they were running speedily, directly towards the car, like a bullet from a gun, just like a bullet from a gun, we can imagine the speed then. Now, these shaggy monsters, now the next part, then the narrator says, these shaggy monsters, shaggy means bushy or hairy monsters, full of hair. Shaggy monsters, a kind of a big one, giant. These shaggy monsters, blacker than the darkest night. At such extent the color was black there, blacker than the darkest night there. Usually wore bright red collars, and the color of their body, that is a black one, and they wore bright red collars, the dogs, and barked furiously with massive jaws. And when they bark, opening their massive, huge, big one, jaws, that was really frightening there. Furiously with massive jaws, they were completely fearless of our vehicle. And the narrator says that there was no fear in their mind, the way that they were approaching towards the car. They were fearless of our car, shooting straight into our path, just like a gun, just like a bullet that they were approaching towards the car or into our path, causing Satan to break and swerve. And due to that, the Satan, that he had to pause there, he had to break there and to swerve. Swerve means here change direction suddenly. It happens if we are driving the car, if we are going by the vehicle fast, and suddenly when we apply the brake, that time what happens, the car used to move, or it changes the direction there. Clear? In that way here. And then the dog would make chase for 100 meters, that they would chase the car or the vehicle for 100 meters or so before easing off. Otherwise, before easing off means giving up the, especially chasing here, to chase, giving up chasing, or having seen us off the property, and having seen us until and unless we do not cross the property, their area, that they would chase the vehicle. Who? The Tibetan mastiffs here. And it wasn't difficult. Seeing the nature or the behavior of the dogs, it wasn't difficult to understand. What to understand there? Why ferocious Tibetan mastiffs became popular in China's imperial courts as hunting dogs. And why? And it was easy to understand that due to their wild nature or the ferocious nature, their angry nature, that they became popular, where that they became famous in China's imperial courts as hunting dogs, due to their heights, due to the color, due to their jaws, massive jaws, barking, everything. So that's why they were popular in China's imperial courts as hunting dogs. Brought along the Silk Road in ancient times as tribute from Tibet, and especially such dogs that they are found in Tibet, that area. So from that Silk Road Tibet, that they were brought there in ancient times as tribute from Tibet, these dogs. By now we could see snow-capped mountains. Now that they crossed, clear that they crossed the property of the dogs, mastiff dogs there. Then they came where, or they could see snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped means just like the peak of the cap, the peak of the mountains, that they were covered with the snow there, that is white color, or the snow. Just like the peaks of the mountains edges, that they are wearing the caps. They are wearing caps. Caps means that snow. Snow-capped mountains gathering on the horizon. Now we entered, and finally the narrator's car or the Saturn entered a valley where the river was wide and mostly clogged with ice. And they entered a valley where the river was wide and mostly there clogged with ice. Clogged means here jammed or blocked with ice. The river, due to the cold that atmosphere or the weather. Clogged with ice, brilliant white and glinting. It looked brilliantly white and glinting. Glinting means shining, sparkling in the sunshine. What? The snow. That ice that was glinting, it means that was sparkling in the sunshine, the river. The trail hugged its bank, the path or the route hugged its bank, twisting with the meanders, and the road or the path, it was twisting. Twisting means here meanders. Meanders means here curving, just like a zigzag mode there. Shape of the path is given here. That was twisting in the valleys there with the meanders. As we gradually, it means narrators, Saturn, their car, that they were gradually, slowly gained height. They were going towards Mount Kailash, and the valley sides, what? Closed in. Now the valley sides that they have passed, that they closed in, the valley sides. So in this way now their journey started. They started their journey. So many sights that they witnessed, approached, and the narrator has given the detailed description of each and every thing. So children, here we have discussed two small paragraphs. Now the remaining content we will see in the next video module. Thank you, students.